Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Kaz, and welcome back to Sora Online Alicization Rising Steel. We got back-to-back videos. All right, so we actually have a new banner today, and sadly, no, it did not come with a new event. So I'm gonna try and take my time with this banner, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, if we go through here, we could see, well, one, something to spend our money. Isn't that great? Our funds. All right, so we have the Angels of Death banner, and yes, you can see we have Subtilizer here today. It's not the Vecta, which honestly I was expecting they do. If they were gonna do, Subtilizer here, you'd think they'd put, Vecta way earlier on, especially with Broccoli, which I think I could say now because that episode was like a while ago. So anyway, yeah, we take a good look at him. For of course, step 1 and 3 are 50% off. He has enhanced mode. And I think he's also the first character. No, I shouldn't say that. But he also has a recollection field attack type deal, but it's a break value. Anyway, so we take a good look at him. I'm gonna try and explain this to someone that's new to the game. So if I take my time and say things that are obvious, that's why. So anyway, so yeah, enhanced mode. If you don't know what enhanced mode is, basically, as you can see on the bottom right of like all the skills, enhanced mode makes you stronger, but the MP, it costs much more than usual if you're not using enhanced mode. So yeah, if you have an enhanced mode character, I mean, it's recommended that you put the enhanced mode on them. It lasts for 2 turns and then it goes away, but as long as you have MP, you can keep using your enhanced mode. So, and he has a cool animation. I mean, look at that. His arms are wide open like he wants a hug. Like, come on, does he not look like the type of guy that wants a hug? Anyway, yeah, it looks like he also has a pickup scout, so that's cool if you want to wait for that. So each sword skill's value increases during enhanced mode. So in the start of the battle, so he has a 10% Incarnate, which if you don't know what the Incarnate is in this game, it's basically your special. As you can see, the bottom right, it says Incarnate. That's our Incarnate. Once it's 100%, then you can use your special, which deals a lot of damage, a buttload of damage. So with it, and this happens with characters nowadays. This isn't like an exclusive for him. So he has a 10% at the beginning of the battle, and if it's the opposite element, which is light element, he has 10% more. So if it's the opposite element boss in the event, you'll have 20% in the start just for him. And if you had other characters that have this, then your value is gonna keep going higher and higher. So that's why you want to get a lot of these type of characters so you can incarnate right off the bat. All right, next. Break skill fills up the recollection field gauge, and if you don't know what the recollection field gauge is, you could see on like the top left of his head, the character's head, you can see a thing that's called recollection field, and as you fill up that, it makes your attack higher, which I believe the max was 15% if I recall. So yeah, you could see, and you put up your enhanced mode, you bring up that recollection field, you get that big boy damage. It sounds very cool. So yeah, I mean, especially if we're using break at the beginning of like, let's say a ranking event or regular events, because we don't want him to deal the big boy damage on us, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Especially if this unit is mostly focused on break value, it's not bad at all. I remember just tweeting and I just had like a lot of people just disappointed. I just said he looked cool and people just seemed so disappointed in this character. I don't know why. He's not that bad. So he also has an assault skill that deals the dark element continuous damage, and you can already tell use that, then as turns go by, he'll be taking some damage. And then his enhanced mode, sword skills value increased by 25%. So his break value, when you use his break attack, it'll decrease the enemy's Incarnate by a lot, and also the damage also increases, so of course it's enhanced mode. And his Incarnate skill is a single enemy magic attack, which has a debuff that lowers the enemy's break value. So when the enemy hits you, normally sometimes they would lower your Incarnate. So if you use his Incarnate skill, it's just gonna lower that. It won't take away your Incarnate as much as it should be. That's pretty gnarly. That way you can keep your charge and you don't have to worry about, oh man, I lost all my charge just because he did an attack on me. And his damage is increased by 30% against the enemy if their Incarnate is over 150%. And usually with the bosses in this game nowadays in events, they usually intend over 150 Incarnate. So he's really not that bad of a unit. The reason I don't say he's that bad is because typically you would rely on, let's say, OG Adis or like OG Ronie, who has that enhanced mode where they are not enhanced mode, but they have that enhanced effect which you can give to a break value character, so you can bring down the enemy's Incarnate right off the bat right there. That way you can focus on your charge and then you can just deal a buttload of Incarnate. Sometimes it usually takes 2 break characters to get rid of all the enemies Incarnate. But with this character, Now, I'm not sure if it'll be a lot. I would have to test him to really find out myself. I'm not just going to assume right off the bat. I mean, I'm going to assume right now. But I feel like you wouldn't need a second break value character if you had him. So, I memean, you would still need like OG8 or someone with the enhance effect that brings up your break value or a unit's break value. I feel like if you just had him in his enhance mode, and then you bring out Adis. I'm just using Adis as an example. Use her enhance, you give it to him, and then you use his break. I mean, I wouldn't use his break now. I would use his break during his Incarnate, because that's where he really shines. The reason I say you would use his Incarnate first before you actually put down their break is if you recall here, he deals 30% more damage if the enemy has over 150% Incarnate. So yeah, you would want to use this while the enemy still has their big Incarnate, and then use his break value to get rid of it, and then everyone else can just focus on either putting up the enhance on for charging or like just deal big boy attack damage and get the highest I don't know, ranking or kill the boss faster. Yeah, I mean, this character is a situational type based character. He's not super OP, but he's not bad. I actually think of him as like a pretty decent unit. So we look at his stats here. You can see he has 307 speed. He is slow, but also he's not an AoE character either. So I wouldn't really typically use him in ordinal battle where, you know, you're just going against an NPC of another character's account. He does have 2,282. Why do I keep saying the 2,200? He has 200 or 20. Oh my god, he has 2,282 magic attack and then 1,820 attack. So he's a magic attack hitter. He'll be shining with that magic attack. So if you were to bring up like an attack up, you would have to bring up the magic attack up for him to shine even more. Now, if you recall, the last unit, which was the administrator, which the rate up's out now. It came out today with the Subtilizer, but you know, she has 2,320. And I think the last character I knew that also has the highest attack had 2,300 attack, like just right off there. So, I mean, from what I know, from my knowledge, this administrator has one of the highest attacks in this game. I don't know why people think she's bad. She also puts up an attack up for herself, and if you use her Incarnate, she puts down physical res on the enemy, so you would need like a physical hitting team as you use this administrator. She's a very strong unit. I don't know why people crap on her. That's just my opinion though. Yeah, I mean, Subtilizer has a high magic attack, so he's not weak either. Of course, his break is a strong magic attack. His assault is an extra strong magic attack, and then you have the Angels of Death enhanced mode, and then Rule of Darkness Incarnate. But yeah, to use his full potential, you'd want to use like the Incarnate first before you actually put down the break value. I really don't think he's bad, but he's not super OP. I wouldn't say he's super necessary, so you would go all 5 steps on him. But if you were to go to a holy ranking or a dark element ranking, then you know he's going to be important for a rank. I could see people like actually getting some big scores with him just because they don't have to worry about having too many break units, and then they don't have too many charge units, so they can, you know, do a lot of Incarnate special. And also with all the dark element characters in this game, this Adis isn't too strong. I mean, it's not super bad. This Asuna, I actually like this Asuna, I won't lie, she's cool. I have this Elizabeth, I like rarely use her. I do use that Shada. I think that Shada is still really good. This Asuna is actually good too. I see myself struggle against that Asuna sometimes. And that Yuki too. Super up to you, but I wouldn't say he's super important. Oh, yeah, I should mention this. Before you ever think about doing Step 5, they did put up a new trailer of like Rising Steel, and I have seen the trailer. And if you paid attention to that video, I can't show the video because I'm sure they'll probably like just copyright the video or something, but at the left side of that video, you could see Mooncradle Ronier. You could tell it's Ronier too, because if you listen to the sound, it had her voice. But it had Mooncradle Ronier, which is Ronier with longer hair. So of course, that just pretty much indicates that she's going to be in this game. We don't know when, but they teased it. It's like a very small tease, but she was there. So I don't know if she's gonna be super OP. I don't know anything about Mooncradle, so I don't know if like she's so strong. But eventually she may be in the game, or maybe they'll just troll us and she'll be a costume unit, which I would be very upset if they did that. But it's a possibility. Also, I realized this, like I saw in Twitter somewhere. If you watch the last episode of SAO, there was like a little tease of like, what was it, like Star King Kirito, Queen Asuna, like they had their swords there, and then for some reason it's also in Axel World, which I mean, it makes sense, I guess, because you know, you have Axel World versus SAO the game, and then now it basically teases that they're in the same universe, just it's Axel Worlds in the future. I don't know how the lore is, but I'm just gonna predict in the way future, I don't know when, but I'm gonna say in the future there's gonna be a collab with Underworld. There's gotta be. Honestly, I'm gonna call it. Mark my words, there will eventually be an Underworld collab in this game. Anyways, of course, I'm still gonna do a one step on this banner, even though I would like to save, because hey, Moon Cradle Ronier, I don't know if she's super good or not. She seems like she would. We're gonna pull for him, but of course, before I do that, here's the Incarnate animation. All right, here we go. We got the Incarnate animation for Angels of Death with Subtilizer. He looks really neat in his artwork. You can't lie, it looks cool. And now it just looks like he's part of the Uchiha clan. He has the Amaterasu, I don't know, okay, I haven't seen too much Naruto. The Sharingan, except it's not red, it's blue. I mean, just look, it looks hella neat. Compared to like a lot of the animations in this game, this one really looks cool. It's been a while. Except for the slash though, it could use a little bit of an animation to actually see him swing. But it looks neat, and I like it a lot. So yeah, hopefully we can get him in our scalp. Welcome back. Alright, so I mean, also I guess before anything, if you were to decide which banner you want to pull on here, the first step on this was free, so obviously do that. Now, I find Enhanced Mode to be way better than Recollection Field. And I believe, if I recall, that this Xenon, yeah, she doesn't have Enhanced Mode, she has Enhanced Field. To be honest, I find like that Administrator to be way better. If you're lacking the Enhanced Mode characters, you can do this, but since I have that Kirito, I have that Adis, like the only one that like I don't think I have is that Amayori Alice character. It's completely up to you. Enhanced Mode is pretty strong, but if you want to do that, sure, but I still think that this Administrator is like stronger. I'm still gonna do this. It's all up to you in the end. Anyway, let's hope for the best. Step 1 in a dream. Of course, I didn't do like a free step, so it's gonna be a terrible scout is all. It's weird because I find myself to have better scouts during ticket scouts, and I never understand why. It makes me sad, and this game makes me very angry. All right, let's just see who we get. Operator just hates us, so there's like no point in trying to cheer. Look at that, I didn't even have to finish my sentence, and it's so tiny balls. She's trying to say something, and it offends me. Oh, wait a minute. I mean, it's a possibility. Of course not. I knew it. At least they gave me a 3-star Agil, so that makes me slightly happy. Oh, by the way, I should mention, I did some exchanging in the exchange shop, and I did actually get her weapon through the exchange shop. I had 3 exchange swords, and I sacrificed like a dagger or something, so I have this weapon now. No new event. I mean, I don't want to end this video with no gameplay, so I guess we'll just do this. It's the 20. I mean, what this is uploaded, it's 26 now. So you should be using Holy Element characters now as you go through your Ordinal battle. So of course, you know, if you want to quickly go through your Ordinal battles, just incarnate with a character with an AoE incarnate skill, which is why I have my team set like this. So I mean, Shade is back there, and the one with AoE is that Xenon. So we're just gonna deal some or should I just get rid of the one that's gonna deal a lot of pain? You know what? Fine, let's get rid of her now. Get her! We almost got her. Damn it. There's always next time. Okay. Oh, I can just incarnate right here. Don't mind if I do. Thank you for bringing that Yuki. That was beautiful. Alright, well, GG. Yeah, just have a character that can do like AoE incarnates, and you can basically just go through this like super fast. There you go. There's no new SAO episode, so I can't talk about that either. It's super sad, but I guess I'd have to end this video way early than I thought. I get hopefully it helped you out if you want to do that banner or not. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new. I have a Discord if you want to join it at the bottom of the description. But anyways, there should be a playlist for all my SAO Rising Steel videos on the top right. But thank you all for watching. My name is Kaz. Hope you have a fantastic day. And as much as I would like to do more, there's nothing I can do. But thank you for watching. I'll see you guys all again in the very next video.